if you have a stable coin and you attempt to back that stable coin with stuff, and you have the option of more valuable stuff or less valuable stuff, more valuable stuff is better. And so what he did, his centralized decision-making, single guy decision, apparently, he decided that he would FOMO the top, against my advice, by the way. I told everyone it was a top a year ago. I was right. Everyone else was wrong. My top call's been in profit every single day for over like a year and a month now. So like it, so he buys the top, just like Michael Saylor bought the top, just like the NFT guys bought the top. They don't understand that these are market cycles, and I believe in the 85% dip. It happens, and I've been through many of them, and people just don't think they're possible. New paradigm. You're like, yeah, new paradigm, wrong. You guys, the noobs, bought the top, and who's going to buy after you? So, he takes his stable coins that he had and swaps them for Bitcoin. And then his peg gets attacked by a bunch of people selling the UST for other stuff. And then he has to defend the peg. So he bought it like 48 and sold it like 36. And so now he just has less reserves left. And so you cannot make the backing of a stablecoin stronger by getting wrecked trading. It doesn't make sense. And it's very like, hey guys, the world's richest guy in the world just bought. It's even legal in some countries. We're early. No, you're not early. You're late. You guys are the last to buy. I bought and mined for free at 50 cents. I bought at 30 and then got wrecked and it went down to 2, but I didn't sell, so yay. But like, it's just, they're stupid. Like Michael Saylor said Bitcoin was going to fail in 2013 and hasn't deleted the tweet, just like online gaming did. I had huge bags of Bitcoin, and then now he's wrecked. He's almost underwater. His average cost basis, I believe, is 31,000. He was underwater yesterday, underwater with other people's money and underwater with leverage. He took on leverage to get long at 46 or 48. He took on leverage. He encumbered his Bitcoin that he has to get more Bitcoin at a higher price, and now he gets liquidated at 21K. He took on 200 million of leverage from Silvergate Bank with a Bitcoin collateralized loan, and it's just reflexivity. So now, instead of never having to get liquidated, now you've got a leverage position. And what are the 3 ways smart people go broke? Liquor, ladies, leverage. And I tweeted it underneath all the news articles right when it happened. And then like other people challenge me. So like this guy that has a paid newsletter, everybody that has a paid newsletter gets wrecked. It's hilarious to me. So this guy, Raoul Paul, he's like a legacy guy. Apparently he's got a lot of money. He literally tweets 8 months ago, I am irresponsibly long Ethereum. This is the largest position I've ever had in my life. It is 10 times larger than any position I've ever had before. And he thinks the price is going to go up. And I'm like, no, you're going to get wrecked. And I posted it right there. This is how smart men go broke. Liquors, ladies, or leverage. Same post for him. And then we just wait. We wait 8 months. And now the Ethereum price when he did that was 4,800. Now the Ethereum price is 2,200. I was right. He was wrong. And I do this over and over and over and over again for years. And I break these noobs over my knee. I break their spines. There's a trail of dead bodies for people that were wrong. And people like to talk trash. There was only like 2 coins that ever tried to approach Hex's gains ever. SafeMoon and Luna. Wrecked. They're destroyed, and Hex is doing great. If you'd bought Hex if you'd sold Bitcoin the day I called top and bought Hex, you'd still be up 10-fold your money right now. Maybe 8-fold. 100% perfect flawless operation. While everyone else cries and get wrecked. Yeah, so like, and this is the other thing that's so funny to me. I see all these people posting like, how did you know it was the top? What was your top sign? And then it's like, me calling the top and drawing the chart for you and telling it to you. That was the actual top sign. Me. I did it last cycle too. I did it in 2017 as well. I was the top indicator. And then people are like posting like, Jimmy Fallon put like an ape picture as his profile pic, or like, like they're more funny, I guess, than me just actually calling the top. Hex, quite simply, is Bitcoin with a proof of work change. So Bitcoin pays you to destroy the environment. It only rewards you for doing SHA-256 mining, which is extremely energy intensive on purpose. Instead of calling it proof of work, you could call it proof of waste, because if it wasn't wasteful and it was useful, then you could like reduce the cost of an attack by selling the utility But since it's totally wasteful, you can't sell the utility, so it makes the attacks more expensive. That's why you see a lot more attacks with botnets, because there's side utility to having CPUs, and then you can just rotate what you attack because you already have a botnet you can make money with in normal life. But with SHA-256 mining, you can't do anything else with your SHA-256 miners. So if you're going to buy them, they can only be used for Bitcoin. And then since you've invested so much in the hardware, why destroy the network, which is the only thing that gives those things utility, which is why you don't see 51% attacks in Bitcoin anyway. So I guess I did go into it. So with Hex, we just replaced paying people to destroy the environment. So Bitcoin pays you inflation. People think Bitcoin's deflationary. It's not. It inflates. That's how it went from no coins in 2009. There were 0 coins, and now there's 19 million coins. That's how it happened, by inflating it. I've inflated it myself, full blocks on my own, no pool. 50 Bitcoin block rewards at the time. So in Hex, we reward people to store energy in the system, which causes positive price pressure. So in Bitcoin, miners are paid to dump the price to enrich mining hardware companies and electricity companies. And it's how the security model works. They don't have a choice. In Hex, we piggybacked an existing network already eating that horror, which is the Ethereum network. They already get their price dumped by miners the same way Bitcoin miners do. They already harm the environment just like Bitcoin miners do. But since they were already doing all that, we can pack our transactions on top of the Ethereum network for what used to be pennies and get all of the same protection against 51% attacks and things. And get interoperability with online exchanges or on-chain exchanges, and just all types of great stuff came with it. And we don't have the negative price pressure of having to sell down the price constantly to pay for electricity. So the Ethereum network's already secure. It's free for us to piggyback on top of it. We don't have to pay our own block rewards. So instead of having that negative externality of environmental destruction and enriching weird companies in the middle of nowhere that you've never heard of before, like Bitmain, we just pay that inflation directly to stakers and enrich those guys. And because there's no negative externalities, the inflation in our system, which is lower than Bitcoin's ever was when it went up to 20K. So Bitcoin's at 20K, the first time the inflation rate was 3.89%. It used to be many-folds higher because it had already cut in half twice. So in our system, we start at 3.69%, and you only get paid at the end of your stake. And since the average stake is 6.5 years long, this inflation is extremely delayed in the future, extremely low. And since there's no negative externalities, you see people just restaking it. I mean, the amount of people that just have $100 million and just restake it is very high. So people treat it like a real store of value. They peel off what they want to be rich, and then they just keep getting richer. And that's where they're storing their energy. At least that's what it looks like. So it's just Bitcoin with a proof of work change. Instead of using Bitcoin miners, we use Ethereum miners. And instead of inflating to destroy the environment, we inflate to protect the price by rewarding people that delay gratification longer. That's it.